What's up, everybody? Welcome back to iRacing, and we're at Kentucky Speedway today in the Xfinity Series B class. We got it like 2 or 3 minutes before practice starts, I think. So, actually, you know what? I think we have about 2 or 3 minutes before this practice session ends and a new one starts. So we're gonna kind of just sit here. Practice so far, 5th place.
Indianapolis keeps it pretty ground down, so there ain't very many bumps because it's Formula
What's up,
1
Hydrogen?
cars
How you
and
doing,
Indy
man?
Cars, but Kentucky, they don't do dick there. It's all about the money to them down there.
Hope you are good today. What is that game you play? I've never seen that before.
Disappointing I didn't have it released by now.
Geometry Dash. Okay. To be honest with you, I've never even heard of it. It looks extremely difficult. I'm gonna have to check it out at some point. So I'm assuming like the objective is to keep hitting the like to not let your little avatar or whatever die and like the audio plays or something like that. It seems like it has like an audio track tied into it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess the race was about to start. Yeah, I watched 1 or 2 of your videos the other day. Pretty good amount of them. Looks aggravating, to say the least. It seems like something that I would like rage on and probably slam my keyboard through my monitor. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna need it. This is the very first race this week. I've been working like 12 to 14-hour shifts every day, and this track ends tomorrow night at 8 or 7. Actually, I think is the last race. So I need to have a couple good runs. I think I'll run this race. Probably gonna run 9 o'clock too, depending on how this one goes. If this one goes really well and we come out with a really good finish, we may end up skipping the 9 o'clock race and race 1 tomorrow. It is a very weird track. But I need to have a good run here and try to make up for some of the horrible runs we had at Daytona. 4 or 5 races I ran there, and I don't think any of them really finished well in any of them. So terrible finishes and all. Lost a ton of iRating there. So we can get out ahead of this guy here and put down a quick little practice lap before qualifying. We're like mid-pack here, I think. So far, I haven't experienced too much looseness, except for going into one. We didn't even get 1 lap in. That sucks. Been practicing. The fastest we practiced, I think, was like a 31. Let's see, what was it? I think it was a 31.295. I don't think we can see it on here. We cannot. That's okay. Jeez, we'll rank 3rd too. That means we're probably not in the top split, I bet. Well, we'll make best we can. I was kind of really hoping we would be like around 20th or something like that. That way we could have a good run and gain a whole bunch of points on some of these guys. So this is one track it seems that you can actually run a faster lap on the 2nd lap if you kind of screw your first one up. You can't do that on many of them, but the tires don't seem to really fall off a lot here. What's up, Delfan? Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's see what we can pull off here. So bouncy on the bottom. All over, really. Feels pretty good. Feels like a fast lap. Not really. Don't think that'll be pole. No, definitely not. So we got somebody ran a 273 and a 308. Not pole speed, but respectable. This may be top split because I still have over 3,000 iRating. So usually, until you get down into like the 2200s, you stay in the top split in the B class, from what I've seen anyway. Unless there's just a ton of people racing this race. All right, let's just back out here and we'll kind of review this lap. I don't really know. I messed up somewhere because I've been running 3s on a pretty consistent basis. I'm not really sure. Maybe the speed coming up to the line messed me up. Or I just didn't get back on throttle as fast as I should have. It's a weird track, like it's so bouncy. I may have actually got a little bit too low there because I've noticed if you run about a half a lane up through 1 and 2, you seem to run a little bit faster. But the problem is you come really close to hitting that wall, and I would kind of rather run a little slower and not hit the wall than to run super fast and get into it. And I don't know why the chat's all pink. That's really weird. It's supposed to come up in different colors. Oh well. A few little bugs I still need to learn how to work out here. Maybe it would be different colors. I guess if there was like 4 or 5 people chatting all at the same time, and maybe it comes up different colors. I don't know. Pink is not like the color I would have picked on there, though. All right, well, we got 1:22. So, what do you guys think about the Kentucky race, the real life one? Seemed kind of uneventful, to be honest. The truck race wasn't too bad. It was okay. The Xfinity race, it was pretty good. I'd say that was probably the best race of the weekend. The Cup race was, I don't know. I guess after the last 2 weeks or so and how good the racing was at Daytona and at Chicagoland, the Cup race was pretty boring compared to those two, and it's generally pretty decent at Kentucky, so it kind of surprised me it wasn't a little better. I don't know. Got to do something. A lot of people complaining about how boring it was. I mean, you know, they're not all going to be, you know, edge your seat, bite your fingernails off, good racing, but the way people are nowadays, I think they have to try to make it that way. People want excitement like right now for some reason. Yeah, it was, man. I don't know what they can do to fix that. I mean, they talk about using this high drag package, or draft package they want to use next year, which I don't really think is the answer either. The one they used in the All-Star race. It made it more exciting, but I don't know, just like the old school race fan in me does not like, you know, them changing it that much.
That was undoubtedly the weirdest lap of my life. I forgot to plug my wheel in.
All right, well, let's grid up here. Go ahead and uncheck fuel before we forget. Oh, it's actually, yeah, it'll actually check up, I think, when we take off.
Hopefully it's a good race.
So looks like we're starting 6th. Yeah. It's a little worse than I thought we was going to start. That's okay. I don't really foresee a lot of cautions in this race. The car's not really, at least on a 15-20 lap run, it's not really getting too loose. So unless some guys get into other people and wreck them, then I don't think we'll really see a lot of cautions.
This is true. I never realized how much you need the bumps until you try to drive this track without force feedback. It feels so weird.
Yeah, I wish I could check that out, Dale fan. I'll actually be at work pretty much. I've got to work 14-hour shifts every single day this week. So basically all my extra time will be sleeping. So, you know, I'm going to race this race, and I'm going to try. I've got a little bit of time tomorrow, but not much. I'm going to try to race one tomorrow, maybe one more tonight. And then for the rest of the week, I won't be able to do anything besides work and sleep until Friday. And then I'll have a little extra time on Friday. So, I will try to check it out though if I get a chance. If I see you on. What do you know about what time you're going to be streaming? So I think I should be
waiting
home.
on Scott here to grade.
I'll be home a little bit tomorrow
There you
morning
go,
after like
Scott. Way to
1 or
bed.
2 o'clock, and then I got to go to bed somewhere probably
Just testing your patience.
probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I got to be at work at 12 midnight on Monday night and work until about 1 o'clock Tuesday.
Can't make my headphones come on.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cars now either, Hydrogen. Really, since 2008 when they went to the COT car, the old Gen 4 car, in my opinion, was one of the best cars they ever had. I understand why they changed it. I actually think
And eat a piece of chicken at the same time.
they should have around 1
Hell
o'clock. Okay,
yeah,
well, I might
hell
can make
yeah.
that. We'll see. I'll try to.
Now that's a good Sunday night, if you ask me.
I don't know why they didn't take the Gen 4 and just make it a little safer, but keep the chassis. You know, maybe they couldn't. I don't know. All right, well, here we go. Let's see how we can do. Somebody's got the oh, what's the guy's name? The guy who used to run a paint scheme right there in the number 9 car. Jeez, he just jumped over a whole bunch of stuff in Vegas. Done Evil Knievel's thing. I can't remember his name now. Y'all know what his name is. All right, here we go.
Sorry about that there, John. I was just trying to make sure my brake was set.
I'll be able.
I see somebody decided to jump and start a little bit there. Oh, we're going 3 wide, maybe 2 wide. Nope.
You didn't
be
say
careful
that.
here,
I'm
try
going
to-
wide.
Try not to have any accidents early on. Oh, geez, we're pushing up a little bit there. That was a kind of a bad deal there. Just kind of lost my, or didn't hit my mark going in that turn, and it just pushed up the track big time. We've done it again. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. Just getting a bad angle into the turn, maybe. Yeah, we are just getting freight trained here. Oh, good. Let's get up here where we might can actually run. Hopefully they're burning their tires up and we can kind of come back a little bit. It's just the entrance into the corner. Coming in low like that, it's hard to make a turn. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, it just didn't want to turn at all. It's like it just, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I think I just had a bad injury. And then 4 cars coming up on us. Man, everybody's faster than we are for some reason. I really thought I'd be at least top 5, maybe, but need more practice here, I guess. Yeah, we'll run it and do the best we can. I wonder if this guy's trying to talk to somebody or what. I wonder if he knows nobody can hear him. Oh, somebody actually crashed. Hold on, I'll read your text just a minute, man. I can't, don't want to run into the back of nobody here. Alright, we'll be getting tires. Man, that sucks. Like, I really don't know why we're not faster than this. I guess our line is just way off. I mean, we fell back to 10th already. That's pretty terrible.
Because it looked like sucking and it was going to be good enough.
Miguel? All you boys in 5th and 6th, y'all alright?
Jeez, we almost got hit there.
Be up here,
I'm good. I'm good. I was just a little bit,
Yeah, yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, man. No, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean,
you don't say.
It's probably because it's live. Maybe it's not calculating it right.
Looking for the brake pedal, man. I knew it was here somewhere.
You were struggling to find it for a little bit there.
Pit road is now open.
Yeah. Yep, you got me there.
Alright. So we can get in here and get us some new tires. Maybe have a good pit stop and come out back up there in 5th or something. Alright, look for this pit box here. There it is. Getting here nice and easy. And go ahead and change all 4. No point in changing 2. Looks like some people may have though.
Line up, single file.
Alright, wonder where we came out at.
Oh, we'll be seeing you 12. Oh no, Miguel, we'll be seeing you as well. Oh no.
Hey, Six, did that do much damage to you? Or?
Easy there, guys. Somebody was speeding on pit road.
About 30 seconds. No worries, brother.
I got nothing, but I got a 4X. I wasn't really sure what happened there.
Either that or those guys were a lap down. They had to have been speeding. Alright, looks like we'll be in like 6th or 7th maybe. Or 5th. Maybe in 5th, 6th. So right where we started. Well, I guess we got a chance to redeem ourselves.
He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Somebody's supposed to be in front of us here. I think. I don't know what's going on. What is going on here? Just like nobody's in the right spot. There we go.
I'm gonna Twitter to run. Another lane.
Alright, give us another shot. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's awesome, man. Yeah, maybe we can make something work for you. Hopefully. We need a prayer.
The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
Alright, well,
That was close.
them guys are going to the bottom, which I don't really see the point in that.
Closer than I wanted it to be. I don't like people were hitting the brake.
Keep high.
Oh, jeez, nope. That was my fault, dang it. Shoot.
That looks fun.
We've got big problems
Yeah.
with that engine.
Yep, yeah, that was fun. My fault. Sorry, whoever I come down on there. So now the engine's damaged. Well, great. That worked out terrific. That's okay, man. It doesn't matter. Hey, every little bit helps. I'm just glad that people like watching enough to actually donate a little bit. Now I just wish I could have a decent finish. Unfortunately, the caution didn't come out there, so we're going to be riding around under power for a little while until we can get back in here and get to the pits. And since the engine's damaged, it probably won't even matter. Hey, I appreciate it. I wish more people would notice it. I'm really not sure what happened. Like a long time ago, I used to get tons and tons of views, but it seems like since YouTube kind of changed some things, my view counts went way down. But it is what it is. I'll keep chugging along, and maybe one day it'll get back up there.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I'm running my line. You weren't in there, so, but whatever. It is what it is.
Been considering streaming on Twitch as well, just kind of doing a little bit of both, but I haven't set any of that up yet, so I don't know.
Inside. Clear.
Well, it looks like this is we're definitely going to race this race again later,
That car
and I've got to get that pink chat off of the stream. That is horrendous. I don't know what's going on there. Every time I look over that, I about puke. I hate it.
outside. Clear outside.
At least we're not overheating, I guess. Is that like a real life thing? That's pretty cool. My cousin used to race go-karts there for a little while at a track's called Concord Motorsports Park. It's not to be confused with Charlotte Motor Speedway, but it's actually right down the road from Charlotte Motor Speedway. They have a little quarter-mile track that they used to race go-karts on, but I don't think they do anymore. He races what's called mini stocks now, which is like basically like 4-cylinder Mustangs. But they run as fast as like limited late models almost there. I mean, they're really quick. So we need a caution pretty bad here, or they're going to be lapping us here in just a little bit. We're way, way slow. Looks like a little bit of right side front end damage too, probably some back end damage as well. Yeah, I know, man. It's a terrible race. It's going to be a big hit in the points here. Unless a caution comes out with like 10 laps to go or something like that happens, and there's a big pileup that takes out like 10 guys, which can definitely happen. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring race. Just kind of turning some laps here, waiting, seeing if anything happens.
I don't know why I had to get roughed up like that.
See, do you guys ever thought about getting into any iRacing? It doesn't really take a really, really powerful computer to run it. It's not bad. I'd say you could probably get like a $600 or $700 PC and run it. You wouldn't have all the like lights and all the crap that's around the track and everything else, and smoke and everything. You'd have to cut a lot of that off, but it's definitely a lot of fun. Oh, come on. Caution. We need a caution. Ah, that's too bad. I've had that happen a few times. A couple years ago, I was racing late models on here, and I was the fastest at the track, and I was leading. I'd led like maybe 20 laps. I actually have the video on the channel somewhere. It's way back last year, I think, but was led like 12, 13, 14 laps, something like that, and everybody pitted, get new tires when the caution came out. I came out, and the guy that was in second just dive bombed me like at Myrtle Beach Speedway and took me right out, and I hit the wall pretty hard. Tore the car all to pieces.
Oh,
It was bad. That kind of stuff happens on here a lot on short tracks.
if not,
Yeah, we're not going to get a caution here. Everybody keeps spinning to the inside.
not going to work all day.
Let the leaders go around here on the high side in a little bit. Yeah, maybe we can come back at 9 o'clock. We can 9 o'clock Eastern time. We can come back and maybe have a decent finish here. If not, we can run a couple races tomorrow, maybe. Trying to think. Kyle Busch at Daytona in 2014. Trying to remember what you're talking about there. That's a long time ago. Who did he make contact with? I'm sure somebody probably hit him at Daytona, right? Jar my memory. I'm getting old. I can't remember things. I don't remember that. I have to look that one up. Alright, well, they're coming up on us here, so unfortunately we didn't get our caution. We'll have to go ahead and let them pass, which means we'll have to slow down a little bit more because I don't want to push up into their line or anything.
Car
We'll
outside.
just stay down here on the bottom low as we can get.
Clear.
Get down there below the apron, get a little loose, you know. Man, this stinks. Really would have liked to have had a little bit better finish here.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear. Car outside.
Right, Miguel.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside. Car outside. 20 more laps. Clear
And still 20 more laps to go. Man, this is we wrecked too early.
outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Well, for those of you that are watching that don't normally watch, this is not how it usually goes. Usually it's a little more exciting than this. Stupid mistake on my part. Come down on a guy and got loose and overcorrected a little bit and got into the wall, and now we've got engine damage and a little bit of right front fender damage and probably some right rear damage as well, and we're slow and just kind of riding it out, hoping that something happens later and we can gain a few spots that way. That's about the only thing that can happen. It is, yes, it is a boring track. The last couple years, the Cup races hadn't been terrible, but this year was really bad. But this track does not make great iRacing videos as well. It gets single file and strung out. The restarts are definitely the most exciting. I bet some street stock races would be fun to watch here. Actually, now that I think about it, back in, it's been probably 10 years or so ago now, maybe even more than that, there used to be a series called Frank Kimmel's Street Stock Series. Frank Kimmel is an ARCA driver, or was an ARCA driver, won the most championships in ARCA, I believe. And, hey, what's up, Simcoe? As you can see, we're not having a great race here. I've got motor damage and everything else. We're just riding around trying to see where we can finish. We're actually in 15th, so somebody wrecked, but one of them's coming up behind me now. But, so yeah, there was a series called Frank Kimmel's Street Stock Series, and when it started, it was right before 2008. It started, and there would be like 100 cars would enter a race, and they would have them on big tracks like Kentucky, Kansas. They had one at Bristol, they had them at Rockingham for a little while, and those were some awesome races. I went and watched the Rockingham one a couple times, and they would start with like 70 cars, and they were souped up street stock cars, you know. I mean, I think Kurt Busch even ran the Rockingham one in a street stock car. I think he came in second that day, but you can look that up on YouTube and see those old races, at least partially. Really cool, man. They don't have that series, doesn't exist anymore.
Stay low.
When the economy crashed, it just got to where there was less and less cars, and
Stay low.
finally he stopped having them.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
It was pretty
Not
cool.
sure what that was all about there, Kent. Sorry about that.
Did I do something, Chris?
No, I just didn't mean to come up in you. I wasn't expecting that car to be on the bottom, just sitting there.
Oh, we good, brother.
Sorry, man. I was trying to stay out of the way best I could.
All good.
Road America, yeah, that'd be a pretty good Cup race. I'm not a huge road course fan, but I do like Road America.
In the front.
Oh, finally.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we're a lap down, but
Look
don't
at
know.
Brandon
Maybe we can get
go.
our lap back here. Hopefully.
He's wrecking everybody out here.
We've got to pit though and repair this damage, and still, I mean, we've got engine damage, so it's probably not going to help us a whole lot.
What's up?
Pass the pace car. Catch the 18 car.
All right, well, we're coming around. We can pass the pace car here. Let's come on around and... Well, actually, now it's telling us to stay behind the 8 car, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. You shouldn't have came down.
I think...
Oh, well, that ship sailed.
Thought we had the lucky dog. Maybe not.
What's up?
I can't remember if we can actually... Can we pit and still get the lucky dog? I can't remember.
Hit R2.
I needed that to happen about 20 laps, 15 laps ago.
Alright, well... 1984. Yeah. Did they change the setup model again? Maybe that's why I feel so weird with this car. Alright, well, we can't pit. We're a lap down, so we've got to stay out at least. Man, I really was hoping we get the lap back here.
Gets it out. That's going to end well.
Car 9 got the lucky dog.
Oh, man, that sucks.
On the outside.
Alright, whatever. We'll go ahead and pit and see if we can at least get the damage fixed. At least some of it. Not that it's really going to help us a whole lot, but maybe there'll be some crashes and we can get a top 10 out of it. We're running 16th right now, so... You know, or 15th, actually. You never know. I'm actually surprised guys have been wrecking here. I seen the Supra. I don't know what to think about it. I think, I don't think it looks all that great. It looks nothing like the production version of the car. But I guess, I mean, they have to use the body that NASCAR mandates. So, I don't know. I need to see it in, like, not necessarily in person, but on TV to really, yeah.
Brian, what are you talking about?
By bad, I'm
You realize
thinking you mean
literally
like kind
turned
of
yourself?
weird and
Are
gross.
you daft?
Pit road is now open.
I don't know. I need to see it on track from different angles to really make an opinion, I think, because as of right now, I don't like it. I think it
I'm
looks
not sure what
like
happened there, Brandon, but you definitely could have cut me at first.
it looks like Toyota just kind of said, "Well, we need something different. Let's throw this together." Because I imagine NASCAR will probably be changing the Xfinity bodies in the next few years, so maybe they just kind of threw something together to see what they could come up with. I don't know.
You got 10
It
laps
looks
to
weird
go.
to me. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can... 10 laps to go, so it's going to be a shootout. How much damage do we got here? 5 minutes, holy cow. That dodge would have looked terrific. Alright, well, we'll get as much of this damage as we can fixed, and just see where we finish, I guess. Yeah, the Dodge was a really, really pretty car. I hate that they didn't come out of that Charger whenever they first introduced it. I seen the version, I guess it was in 2008 or something, and it was really, really cool looking. It looked almost identical to the factory car, I think. Probably closer than any other manufacturer out there at the time.
It's typically not in your best interest to turn left when someone's at your left rear corner.
I'm an example of that.
So, I was below the yellow.
Alright.
You turned across me. That's what you're saying.
Let's
And
see.
that's my
Come on,
fault
pace
now.
car. Get it about 3 seconds and we'll take off.
Some people are idiots.
Okay,
Let's go ahead and go. We can come back in and fix a little more damage. We still got engine damage.
Line up, single file.
Alright, 1 to green. Well, I guess we're not really going to have time to come back in the pits.
18 cars.
Not unless we want to lose more positions, and we don't want to do that. So we'll just run around here with one leg cut off and get whatever finish we can get. Hopefully we'll have a decent wreck that'll take out some guys. Okay, I see, Simcoe. Gotcha. I never drove the B-Class car before that model came out, so I guess to me, this is what it is. Like, I just can't get a hold on this track. I practice fast. I just can't race the thing. Like, everybody's so much faster than I am. I don't really know. I just need to practice more, I guess. This is the first time I've had a track here where I'm this bad. Like, initially. I've never raced it before either, so it doesn't help. Whoa, geez, what's going on up here? Got guys brake checking one another. Let's turn these guys up so when they start cussing each other out, we can hear it.
A little brake check action up here. Sorry, Chris. Big check.
Yeah, we're in 14th now,
No,
so we are
you,
gaining.
the car in front of me.
We
He
are
went
gaining
and then
positions,
stopped.
but not enough to matter.
Sorry, 18 tried to let off there for you.
I'm glad I have your blessing, Brian. Oh, your mom said the same? Nice, dude. That's cool. I know we were back in pre-K.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I want to know what bruv means.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one too.
Must be a redneck thing. He said it's referring to American.
Kind of racist.
Well, Aussie women love Americans, so I think we won.
Oh well.
This
Looks like it's probably gonna go green to the
9-9.
finish.
I wasn't going to do that.
Dump him, John. Dump him.
Lord, that that road course racing, man, I don't know. I'm not very good with the heavy stock cars on the road courses. I need a lot more practice with those. Are you going to still run the radicals, or are you abandoning that for a little while?
Brian, I thought you were leaving like 10 minutes ago.
Already passed him outside, Brian. You really think he's going to catch him? Come on now. There's 3 laps left.
All right, need a wreck in the next 2 laps, so we can gain 1 position if he gets taken out.
Got 2 laps to go.
Oh, nice, man. Wow. Impressive. I've been considering running some. I had some buddies of mine, the guys that I raced the 24 hours of Daytona, they've been running the radicals a little bit. I haven't messed with them at all yet. Matter of fact, the very first road race I've ran since the 24 hours of Daytona was a rough cup the other day, which I did decent. But I'm way out of practice with road. I was going to run the 24 hours at Spa, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get off work to run it. So, kind of had to put that on the back burner for now. Well, sorry for the terrible finish. I guess we'll come back at 9 and try another one. Maybe we'll have some better luck. Just stupid move on my part. I was thinking that I could cut down on the guy, and I really thought I'd probably clear him, but yeah, that didn't happen. So we'll chalk this one up as a loss, big loss, and maybe we can make some of these points back later on tonight, maybe some tomorrow as well. So, yep, we tried. I mean, we hung in here hoping for, you know, some attrition, but we got a little bit. I mean, we made up, what, 3 spots from attrition, so It could have been worse. We could have finished dead last, and we didn't. So I imagine we're going to lose probably a decent chunk of points here. But we'll check that out here in just a minute. And we'll go and look at the replay of all these crashes we had too, real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Jeez, he about hit me in the back end. At least I finished, yeah. And see, I mean, the car, yeah, it's pretty tore up. Look at that. Pretty messed up the front and the back. Let me cut these guys off real quick so we can actually talk here. Alright, let's go back and check all this stuff out. We'll see my terrible mistake. Actually, let me get this rear chase. Oh, not rear chase, far chase. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, and we're just falling at this point like a rock in deep water, really. I mean, getting stuck down here on the bottom and not getting a good entrance into the turn, I think. I guess that's what done it. I don't know. Need more practice to find out, really, what was slowing us down so much, but it was not good. So the number 9 car wrecks here at some point. He hits the wall right there. Somewhere he got put down a lap. So this guy was doing what we were doing, just kind of pushing up the track, and then he ended up barely getting tapped by the 14. 15 hits him, 11 hits him, and then he backs it into the wall because he doesn't know how to hold the brake. So, yeah. Hold the brake, hold the brake. Everybody pits. Oh, it looks like we might be in the point to where... What the heck happened there? It's going to get stuck on the 12 car again. Don't know why that happens. Alright, so maybe we can do it this way. We'll just pull the blimp way out here. And if we see something cool happen, like that, we'll zoom in on it. I'll say he wrecks the leader right there. Wow. Geez, I don't do this very often, as you can tell, so I'm not very good at figuring all this stuff out. Alright, let's see what happened here. So he takes... Leader just kind of cuts across his nose there. I don't know if he's trying to block or what. And he's going to come right back up on the track and right in the path of the 12 car. Jeez, I mean, that ruined his day, a couple people's days. Man, not good. Let's cut back out. I guess the 12 car is toast as well. And we'll go ahead and go to my car, and we can look at the mistake I made and just see how much I cut down on him. I think it was pretty bad, actually. Like I said, I thought I was kind of clear of him, or at least close to being clear of him, but I must not have been. Where are we at? Here we go. This should be the restart here. Yep, there it was. We'll zoom in and look at it. Alright, so yeah, I got a good arc and cut right down on the 7. Now, see, I expected the 7 to be going to the bottom. I just barely touched him. I mean, it wasn't much at all. That's really a shame. And yeah, and I almost did clear him. Actually, it looked like a little bit of netcode there. Maybe. And then I just overcorrected and just slammed the fence. Hit it pretty hard. Yeah, that killed it right there. Even fixing it in the pits, it wouldn't have been fast at all, just dead. Alright, well, while you guys watch that, I'm gonna go out here and see if I can find the points, and we'll check it out and just see how it looks. See what kind of hit we took. Let's see here. Pull you guys over here real quick, if I can remember how to do that. Alright. We lost 64, back down to a 31.77, so that's pretty bad. Now, just 2 weeks ago we were at a 34 something, so we've lost that many points through Daytona in just this one race here. We did gain a little bit in safety somehow, even though we're the one that caused that accident. This guy here, he lost 80, so I guess we're not the biggest loser of the day, but pretty close. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll come back here in about an hour and run the next one, I believe, and hopefully it'll end up a little better. And we'll see you then. So, you guys have a great one. Bye-bye.